Hello everybody, this is Gail from Burger Sewing and Vacuum, and I'm going to talk about today, better turn it so you can see it, the non-slip scrap crazy 6 templates. And these are really nice, and you can see there's a lot of templates. You have an A template that you could also cut up and have an A and an E template if you wanted to. If you have smaller scraps of fabric, you have your B, you have your C, which is your biggest one, and then you have a D, and look at how small D is. This is great for those of us that just can't throw away any of our scraps because we just have to keep them all until they get to be a 1/4 inch by a 1/4 inch. But once again, I love how they have their little book, their little workbook, and they show you how to put them together, how you can lay them out, a couple different ways to lay them out, and how to make something fun out of it. And you can even use this once again on a layer cake, which is nice. And so I can put these on here and try and put them on so I can cut them out on a layer cake. And I love my little cutting mat that I can move around, and I can get as many out of this as possible. And they can show you how to cut from 6-inch strips or anything that you have, or just use all your different scraps to do this. So this is a lot of fun to do. And this is just a couple that I use just using scraps. And even though this is the exact same block, they look totally different because I have different fabrics in each of the pieces. So this is a lot of fun to put things together. The other thing that is nice, and I know that some of their other scrap crazy rulers they do have books for, but we have a couple of them here for this crazy for more and scrap crazy 6, and how you can put these together using different color schemes. You don't have to make them all scrappy and get all these beautiful quilts out of just this one set, because a lot of times we're thinking, oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to make one quilt out of this? Why would I want to purchase this? But look at all the fun, beautiful quilts that you can make out of this just by choosing different fabrics. I love this. This is so pretty. They're all so pretty. And this is another one too. Once again, showing you just by using certain fabrics, cutting out certain shapes out of certain fabrics, you can get these very interesting looking quilts. So we have a couple of these for people that are a lot more ingenious than I am when it comes to quilting. But some of the things that I did, and this is just what I call totally scrappy one. And I just cut out a bunch of, I just have all this fabric left over. So I was just using it up and just putting it together willy-nilly. And then you get something that is completely scrappy, and just putting them together so I don't have to line up any seams on the side, and just putting them together randomly. You get a really fun quilt out of that. If you wanted to, you could put them together, and this is one way you can put them together, is you could put them together so those little pieces, those little D pieces, make a little tiny pinwheel. You notice that I made these all the same, so that's a totally different look, because instead of being scrappy like the other one where every piece was a different fabric, now I make sure that they're all the same, and so you get a different look. And if you start building it out and making it bigger, you'll get a very interesting look with that. And this is one just using the larger pieces to make the pinwheel with. That's piece B, that's there, and that makes this bigger pinwheel, and you can see that. And once again, using the same ones, the same fabrics for each of the pieces, and then I once again get a totally different look. So you can have a lot of fun with this. And like I said, you don't have to worry about lining up any seams, which makes me very happy. I only have to line up the one in the very middle, and then as you add them on. I didn't do a lot of different things using mirrored versions of it and whatever, because these books are far better than I could ever do. So come on in, look at the ruler. I'll have my samples out, and you can go and check out the books and see all the really pretty, beautiful quilts you can do using these templates. And these templates just make it so nice. And they also have them cut, so you cut off your dog ears, so you don't have to worry about lining up. They just fit together just beautifully. So until next time, happy quilting.